any relationship takes time to grow and to get into a very intimate bond. Now, to call off a relationship is quite easy, but if you want to maintain the relationship and if the partner is constantly complaining about something, the idea is to land up listening and trying to understand that what is it that it's triggering a lot.
Express affection to your significant or your better half regularly, but do you truly take your time to make sure you're communicating in the way your partner actually really wants to receive it? Well, that's the thought of a question. Hi, this is Toshi and welcome to another episode of Love Guru with our relationship expert and guide Sheetal Chaparia. So Sheetal, today we'll be discussing all about love and the language of love. So welcome to India.com. And so my first question to you would be that, is there any love language really?
Yes. So the thing is that there is a language that love has. And the most language that the love expresses is basically emotions. So from the emotions, we have anger, we have fear, we have all sorts of emotions. So the idea is that how basically we deal with our emotions while we are in a relationship and how we can make our partner feel more comfortable. And how it can go very well. So basically, Toshi, there are 5 main important love languages.
Exactly. I wanted to ask that. What are the languages, and is there any certain way that you should communicate with your partner to help the relationship flourish?
Yes, definitely. So first important point is that let's understand what are the 5 basic important love languages. One is, of course, affirmations. Second is physical touch. Third is art of service. And the fourth is act of receiving gifts and quality time. So once you understand that these are the 5 prime most love languages that one has, it becomes very easy to understand your partner, because any of the partner would be having one particular language which is going to be extremely dominant into a relationship. So to get a better understanding of this, I'm going to give an explanation. If there is a couple and if one's love language is basic act of service and once the other partner's love language is, example is physical touch or affirmations or anything. So if they both are having different love languages, many times they will feel that the partner is extremely unapproachable. They will feel that, they are, having hindrance in their, relationship, where they will feel that it's not going smooth sailing.
So it would be like if it's not going as per them, is what you're trying to say, na? What they actually expect from the partner. So it's all about the expectations, and then there will be a miscommunication sort of a thing. So how can that be treated?
So the most easy thing is that if you understand, if regularly, if you get a point from your partner who keeps on saying, "Arey, aapne meri baat suni, aap meri baat sun nahi rahe ho. This is what I want to talk to you. This is what." So that means the person is all about affirmation. A person who likes to be all the time told that, has done good work. Like supposing if the wife has cooked a yummy meal and just like, thinking that, this is her duty or kha liya, then you are into a great soup. But imagining that this is your partner and to keep on talking to the partner and giving that thing to your partner by saying, "Oh, it was an excellent effort from your side. I love the food. I love the way you, deal with the children. I love the way you keep the house." This itself keeps on giving a reassurance to the partner, because that is their love language. And in return, if the partner understands that what is the husband's love language, example, if it is act of service, where the husband feels the house should be in order, things should be kept in place and remembered everything, and everything has to be meticulous, then that is his love language. So the moment you understand each other's love language, so understanding that, it just makes it so easy. Some people, in a relationship, love getting gifts. You must have seen that.
Right. Absolutely.
Women or men also. in that case, who love receiving gifts and they feel that is a way of expression.
Exactly.
So if that is their way of expression, it's a good idea now and then, to express your love by giving smaller things or bigger things, on a bigger event, and writing to them and, telling them how much you love them, because that is their love language.
Right.
So the idea is to definitely understand this, and it's a very easy way to figure this thing out. It's just simply by seeing in a day-to-day life, what is it that they are expressing.
Right.
So if they are expressing, a lot of happiness when they receive gifts and everything.
So that means that is that person's love language. So you have to figure it out that how that person is reacting to what. That is how you can,
Yes.
work on your compatibility and you can understand each other's love language. So you mean to say that, love language is a very critical part of any relationship, because, that keeps you going, is what I can understand by your thoughts. So Sheetal, now I want to understand that, if a relationship is on a verge of breakup or something, so how can, with the love language, with the communication process, how can that be done?
Any relationship takes time to grow and, to get into a very intimate bond. Now, to call off a relationship is quite easy, but if you want to maintain the relationship, and if the partner is constantly complaining about something, the idea is to land up listening and trying to understand that what is it that it's triggering a lot. If the partner is constantly complaining about time management, or complaining that you are not there, or they feel that you are not physically there for them, as one of the love languages of physical touch. So they need constant reassurance, by a hug, or just being around with them or sitting by their side, and that's how they feel that they are very close to you. So the good idea is to try and understand that, and the moment you learn the opposite person's love language, the idea is to be patient. Sometimes it is important that he may not be understanding your love language.
Right.
But out here, even if you understand his love language, give it some time, because this is not a medication. This is not something which is quick fix.
It's over time that you develop with your partner.
Yes. So over time, once you develop this thing and you are with this thing on, for sometimes say 6 months or something, or a year, when you give in, you will definitely see that, he is going to change. He or she is going to change towards you, because now it's fulfilling for them. Because if I've given you food for thought of food to eat, and if you're very hungry, and if I've given you all the food, are you going to be complaining? No. So the same way, once they receive what they really want, they are in a more apathy kind of a feeling. They are more joyous. They are less complaining. They are more about hearing. They want to understand now what next. So we have to get them to this part. And if you feel that the partner is, very important and things are just crumbling down, it's a good idea to try and do this. Another thing is that if you are unable to understand that what is his love language,
exactly. My next question to you would be that, if somebody is not able to ascertain their partner's love languages, so in that case, what can be done? Do they go to an expert like you who can make them help you understand their love languages?
Yeah, that will become very easy, because, once they come to an expert and, they speak to the expert, it becomes very easy for them to figure out without wasting much time that what is my partner's love language, instead of doing so many things on trial and error. It's a good idea that you take a expert's help or a counselor or something of that sort, where they can help you understand your partner in a better way. So it's all about to try and fix things, because as I've said earlier, there is no perfect relationship. There is nothing like a nails and bones, a love romance. It's just in the head. It's all about the imperfect relationship turning into a perfect relationship.
Right, Sheetal, I would just want to ask one more thing, that these love languages, is it only for a couple, or these love languages can work out with the other family members also, other relationships also that we have, be it friends or a mother or a father or your brother or sister, because everybody might be having some or the other love language.
Definitely. So you very correctly have mentioned this, Toshi, that the idea is that all of us are bounded with emotions.
Exactly.
And the emotions, one of the biggest factor is of course love. And whether a love with a mother or a friend or a father or grandparents, it all comes under this one roof. And these love languages can be used for anyone. It is not particular saying that it's only that you can use them in a relationship. If you have a father or mother, it's a good idea to understand that, what is it that they expect out of you. And sometimes, when you start doing things like that, it's just that the relationship bond becomes more closer and more wonderful.
Right.
Understanding that, because there are so many cases you must have seen where a father is mostly expecting act of service.
Right.
And the son almost feels that, why isn't he understanding? Because if he's under the part of a physical touch where he wants a pat from the father, or where he wants the father to be, saying things to him that, yes, I'm very proud of you, that you have done these small things. So the idea is always about saying good things, being mindful, being, watching the words that we use in our day-to-day life to bring and spring the love around us. And we can definitely use this love language in any relationship to better it and to understand the opposite person. And, that is the only key aspect for the relationship to flourish.
Exactly. So my point was also that love has no boundaries. We know that we can love anyone or anybody. It doesn't have to be that the love languages is restricted only with your intimate partner or your your better half or something. Love language persists with every relationship that we have, and we can have that kind of relationship with our parents also, with our friends, family members, everybody. So we can have that love language communication with everyone and anyone. So thank you, Sheetal, for throwing light and telling our viewers that love language also exists. It's just not the communication, but you have to understand the other signs also.
Wonderful, Toshi, and we shall be seeing you guys soon with another episode, and which is going to be very interesting. So stay tuned and see you guys soon.
See you all. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sheetal.